Hey, what's going on, guys? TheH0RR0Rman back with day 3 of my challenge, and today's theme I'm calling Music Moments. So for today's theme, I'm looking for scenes that you guys like from movies and TV shows that feature some type of music. The music could be in the background, or it could be, a song that's sung by one of the characters. As long as there's some type of music in the scene. And the thing is, the music's going to really have an impact on that scene. I mean, the music's going to be, pretty much one of the main reasons why you guys really enjoy it. Music tends to play a character in itself in a lot of different things, in a lot of different movies and TV shows. There's certain scenes that have music, and, it could have been the same scene pretty much without the music. But then there are other scenes that, are really so much better because of the inclusion of whatever song they included. So, because of that, there are just so many different possibilities for this. And since there are so many possibilities, I'm going to talk about a few different movies and TV shows for my picks. The first scene I want to talk about features my favorite song of all time, Don't Stop Believing by Journey. And the scene I'm talking about is the final scene in the series finale of The Sopranos. It's a scene where Tony's sitting in Holston's diner, waiting for his family to arrive to share the meal with them. And he plays Don't Stop Believing on the jukebox. And there's just something about this song that always gets to me. As I said, it's my absolute favorite song of all time. And just really adds to that final scene for me. It really adds this certain sadness to the scene, and it's just one of the greatest TV series finales of all time. And I think that definitely plays a huge role in why I feel that way. So definitely wanted to mention that one. I'm going to mention 2 more TV shows as well, and also 3 movies. Now, I just mentioned that the Sopranos series finale is one of my favorite TV series finales of all time, and that is the truth. However, my all-time favorite TV series finale is 6 Feet Under, Everyone's Waiting. That final montage is something that I don't think will ever be topped. It features the song Breathe Me by Sia, which I have playing right now. It fits that scene so perfectly. And if you guys have seen this show and seen the finale, you know that it is just incredible. I really don't see any TV series finale comparing to that. It just gets me every time. There is no other way the show could have ended, and the song just really fit perfectly. Alright guys, the last TV show I want to talk about before I get to my movie picks is The Wonder Years. And this show has some of the best music ever featured in a TV series, as I'm sure most of you would agree. I'm a huge fan of the show, and there were so many different options for this one. However, the scene I'm specifically talking about is from the episode titled Heartbreak. It features the song God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. And it is the scene when Winnie first breaks up with Kevin. They're on a joint field trip with the 2 schools at the museum. And, the song's playing as he's watching her get on the bus with her new boyfriend. Then he gets on the bus, and he finds that she left the necklace that he gave her on the seat. And then, the very last shot you see in that scene is the 2 buses going their separate ways to the separate schools. And it's just so poetic in a way, and I don't know, you just really feel for him in that scene, and it truly is a heartbreaking scene. And coincidentally, as I said, the title is called Heartbreak, so that's another great pick, I think, and I definitely wanted to include that one. Alright, my first movie pick is actually from a Kevin Smith film, Zack and Mary Make a Porno. This is actually one of my favorite Kevin Smith films. I know a lot of people would probably disagree, but I absolutely love this film. The scene I'm talking about specifically is, when they're filming the sex scene between Zack and Mary, for the first time on the bag of coffee beans in the coffee shop, of course. And the song Hold Me Up by Live is playing, and it's just absolutely fitting. It just works so well. And actually, this song was a huge success because of the movie. I remember a lot of people were really curious about the title of the song playing and who sang it. And there were a lot of internet searches at the time of people trying to track down this song because it was previously unreleased. It's also a song that I had read Kevin Smith was trying to get rights to for a while. He had always wanted to include it in a movie, and he finally got to do that in this one, and I think the scene he chose to use it in worked perfectly. Alright, my next movie pick is for Scorsese's Casino. Absolutely love this film, as you guys know. I think it's one of the greatest films ever made. And the scene I'm talking about is when Lester's on the phone with Sam, and he's basically trying to tell him off, thinking he's a tough guy, and he thinks he has the situation under control. And Harry Nilsson's song Without You is playing, and Ginger starts freaking out, telling Lester that Sam knows where they are. He's going to be sending somebody over to to take care of them, so to speak. And I just think that's such a powerful scene with the song playing, and I've always loved it. Definitely one of my favorite songs in the entire movie, and I think this movie has such a great soundtrack. Alright guys, my final and number one pick is Drive. Now you guys know I love this film. Absolutely one of my favorite films of all time. The song I'm talking about is A Real Hero, of course, by College, and it's featured twice in the movie. There's, that kind of montage scene when drivers, driving the car, of course, and Irene and Benicio are in the car with them, and he takes them, to that area that almost looks like the scene where Grease was filmed, and then they go to a lake, and they're just hanging out, and there's no talking in that scene or anything, but it's just a song playing, and they're having a good time, enjoying each other's company. And then also the song plays at the end of the movie. When Irene goes and knocks on Driver's door and realizes that he's gone for good, and it just shows her turn and walk towards the camera, and she has this sad look on her face, and that just always gets me. And then of course, the song plays out as Driver's in this car, and you just kind of get to see from his perspective, and he's just driving into the distance. You really don't see where he's going, but I think it's just such a powerful scene, and the song works perfectly in this movie. And I think the soundtrack in this movie, is one of the defining aspects of it, and why I really, really love this film. So that's it, guys. Those are my picks. 3 TV shows, 3 movies. As I said, there's just so many different options for this theme that I felt it would be okay to talk about, a few different titles. You guys can feel free to do the same if you'd like, or you can just include one. I don't mind either way. As I said, if you want to just choose one movie or just one TV show, that works fine as well. So yeah, as I said, I'm just looking for scenes with with music in them. They're just pretty powerful scenes that had an impact on you in some way, and mainly because of the music used. So have fun with it, guys. I appreciate your participation so far. It's only day 3, so we got a few more days to go, and I hope you guys are enjoying taking part in this. Thanks again, guys.